The achievement of 50 million is incredible. It's epic when you consider what we did for the many businesses that belong to the area that we cover.
The money we're able to lend out is helping businesses grow, thrive, expand, and prosper.
My name is Arlene Mikas, and I'm from Wawagabewin First Nation. I believe that any of the societal issues that we have really require economic development to have any change. Otherwise, it just becomes crisis-oriented. And we need to become prevention-focused as opposed to putting out fires all over the place.
You look at this wealth creation that's going on in the communities, not only in the First Nations, but many of our businesses are set up in towns and cities.
What I love about working with NADF is that we have a really great understanding, whether you be urban, which for us means Sioux Lookout, Thunder Bay, Pickle Lake, anything that has road access tends to be urban in our frame of reference. And the remotes, which are anything that you must fly to. NADF covers Treaty 3, the NAN territory, as well as Robinson Superior, 3/4 of Ontario's landmass. There's a number of different things that we can do for our clients that traditional banks often forget about. Our Indigenous people, especially on reserve, are in a unique place in that because we can't own our own land or our own houses, it makes it very difficult to obtain traditional bank credit. So NADF works with its clients to figure out different ways to secure loans.
We offer microloans. They're loans that start off at $2,500 to $7,000.
With a microloan, you're allowing somebody who might not otherwise be able to get into the job market a way to earn a living.
It's one way we can help you reestablish or establish a credit rating.
You're allowing them to get started, to understand how financial literacy works. These are things that traditional banks have not been able to do.
Going back to 1984, the NADF, or Nishnawsky Development Fund at that time, was incorporated. In 1987, it became operationalized, meaning the organization became open for business.
It's very exciting when we go to a community. When you go into the store or the business, it's actually the children or the grandchildren of that individual who we helped many years ago.
I see the next generation of entrepreneurs coming forward.
That just brings a warm feeling to you because you've provided a business or a service that was very needed in that community because it's still operating, and it's gone down the family line.
We wouldn't exist if it wasn't for these entrepreneurs to take the risk and get out there and do what they love. Every year we have the business awards.
You get to see the hardworking, struggling sometimes entrepreneurs get the spotlight on them.
It's a feel-good experience to see all this work that you've been doing on behalf of these entrepreneurs, and we're going to always continue to be there for the small entrepreneur that has one or two employees, be it a convenience store, a catering business, or laundromat, or whatever it might be. We'll be there to support them.
In 2002, NADF was officially designated a Community Futures organization. So what this means for 33 specific First Nations on the Northwest side, the CF program, the Community Futures program through FedNor, we're able to loan out up to $300,000 to a business if they can show that it makes sense and it's going to create employment. Hitting the $50 million mark means we are doing a lot for our communities.
I am so excited that we have reached this place where we have done $50 million in loans. There has been an 80% unemployment rate of adults in our communities. Those numbers are starting to change. In 10 years, I would really like to see NADF decrease those numbers more than we already have. to a point where we can really feel that there's hope within our communities.
I see us getting into larger businesses. As the economy grows, as we get more involved from small to medium size, I see more businesses hitting 50 to 100 employees.
Being present in the community where you're trying to offer services, it's important that you're there face to face, because it's so important knowing and seeing the person you're talking to. And we want to build that relationship with our communities.
That's the most important piece, is that we always maintain those close relationships with our communities, our people going forward. Our Indigenous people are very visual learners. We tend to need to see the person's face. And I think that, if anything, this pandemic has taught us that we can still have that in a different way now.
I get the strong feeling when we look back 10 years from now, we would be involved in housing too, getting involved in supporting the many communities that are in dire need of new homes.
Our youth need to see that there's opportunities for them.
Giving out the money and all that is one thing, but you can't really beat the real reason why we're here is to create wealth. It's called Aboriginal prosperity, and we do it through business and economic development in the community. We're going to continue to grow it. We're going to continue to escalate. We're going to continue to move forward and do what we need to do to generate prosperous communities. We're a long ways away. We know that, but we're going to be there, and we're determined.